position. Okay, so getting down into your goddess squat. So let's try and push those knees out to the side. Okay, and really trying to get those thighs parallel to the floor. Okay, press the heel of the hand into the inside of the knee, and we're going to push. My hand is quite sweaty. We're going to push the shoulder into the center. And change. Start to take some deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose, and change. Nice and wide. Stay down. Push the hand into the knee. And change. Looking to one side. Let's try and keep those knees over the ankles. Okay, change. Last time we're going to hold it here. Change. Other side. Push into the knee. And back through the center. We're going to shift all the way over onto one leg. We're going to try and come down and lift the toes. But if this is not possible, you just shift over. You can press the elbow into the knee, and you can keep that foot on the floor. If you can come all the way down, we bring the hands to the heart center. We try and let those toes point up to the ceiling. But I understand we can have knee issues, so just be careful here. Maybe it's not for you today. And slowly come out. You want to use your hands. And then back through the center. Over to the other side. And either you're just resting on that knee, or you can bring the bum all the way down towards the floor. Lift the toes up. Sometimes it's a weird inflexibility that prevents you, like maybe it's the Achilles, you know. So don't worry. Just try and keep a nice straight back. Okay, using the hands, come back through the center. We're going to do hamstring ragdoll. So widen as much as you need to. And then we're grabbing the elbows and just allowing the head to dangle. Bring the feet in to make it more, to increase the stretch. And then just ragdoll from side to side. So just a little sway. Okay, we're going to place the hands on the floor if possible and turn into a lunge. So let's turn towards that left leg, right leg behind, and we're going to dip into a low lunge. If you can, keep that back leg straight and off the floor, and if it feels too much, drop the knee down. Okay, you can always go to the knee. Otherwise, let's try and get a nice deep hip stretch. If the hands aren't reaching the floor, you can also just have the elbows on the knee. If you want to go even further than this, you take your elbows on the inside of the left leg, try and bring them to the floor. These are all optional. As long as you can maintain your breath and you don't feel a sense of panic, if your elbows are on the floor, bring them back up. We're going to place the right knee down and then lean the bum back into a hamstring stretch here. So let's try and keep the foot, that left foot down, which will stretch the fascia on the top of the ankle. If it needs to be a bit bent, it's fine. Bent knees are not a problem, guys. But if you can, you straighten. And then with your hands on either side of your leg, you're going to try and bring your chest down and your head down towards your leg. Okay, just stay there. I just need to do something here. Okay, then shift the weight back forward. Shift the weight forward. And we're going to curl the right toes under and lift up into a plank and take the left leg back into downward dog. Let's try and work the heels down. Maybe you need to bend the knees. That's fine, but press into the hands, chest pushing towards the toes. Relax the head. Really strong arms, guys. You want to push out of the shoulders. Okay, then look forward, identify the right leg and bring the right leg between the hands to do low lunge on the other side. Okay, so left leg behind you. It doesn't matter if you have to walk your foot in a couple of times to get it to the right place. No problem. And we just try and dip down here into our nice hip stretch. Feel free to drop the knee down if you need to. Alternatively, you want to maybe bring the elbows on the inside towards aiming for the floor. If your leg is straight, try and push that heel back towards the wall even more. If your knee is on the floor, that's not for you. If your elbows are down, come back up onto your hands. And we're going to slowly lower the knee, release the toes, and then shift the bum back into the hamstring stretch on the right leg. Let's try and flatten that foot, toes down. You can always start from kneeling position and try and bring your chest forward. Keep your hands on your hips. If you can get your fingers to the floor, lovely. And then from there, with a straight back, you try and bring your chest and head towards that leg. Okay, we're going to take the weight back into the front leg. Place the hands next to the right foot. Curl the toes. Come up into plank and then take that right foot back and continue into downward dog. Maybe we try and straighten the legs a little bit more this time. Okay, then we're going to look forward and we're going to the legs through into easy pose, so cross-legged seated position. But you know, I say float. Perhaps that is it, you have a different definition. That's fine. Okay, easy pose, just cross-legged. We still want to sit up nice and straight. Place the left hand on the floor next to you, and we're going to reach the right hand up and over. You can start to work that left hand further out if you need more of a stretch. Both bum cheeks must remain on the mat. And you use the left hand to maintain your height, so we're not collapsing into that left side. Right, draw the belly in, inhale to come up. Right hand down, we'll exhale over to the other side. And then just continue to breathe. Press into the right hand, reach over with the left. Slow the breath, deepen the breath. Suck the belly in, inhale to come back up, both arms up, and then we're going to reach behind into chest stretch. So stay in this position, hands behind the back. And maybe you can lift your arms up, and maybe you can bend forward, or maybe you can't. If you can, we're aiming to get the forehead to the mat and the arms up towards the ceiling. But the focus is on the chest stretch. So roll those shoulders back, try and pull those arms away, and just the rest of it is just extra. If you're leaning forward, sit up slowly. Release the arms. And we're going to release the legs out. Try and grab your right foot. And we're going to try and grab it with the left hand on the outside of the right foot. Okay, so start with your knee bent into your chest. Sit up straight. Then we're going to try and straighten this leg. And I say try. It's not easy. Hamstrings can be problematic. So if it's bent, that's fine. And we use the right hand to try and twist as well. So we are trying to straighten and twist. If you're very flexible, you might have to hold further down on the heel. That's nice, Mana. Nice, Mukola. Good calf. Beautiful, everyone. Twisting, twisting. Okay, bring the chest back to the center. Bend the knee and release the foot. Other side. So pull that knee in, grab around the outside of the left foot, sit up straight and use that left hand to assist with that. And then if you can, straighten. And don't be upset if one side is better than the other and you can't do it on this side. Just breathe. Just do your best. So you're trying to push that leg across and open the shoulder to the other side. Try to stay upright. So if you start to feel yourself rounding, maybe just release a little bit. Bring the chest back through the center, bend the knee, and straighten both legs out in front of you. From a nice upright position, toes are going to be touching, big toes, okay, no floppy feet. And we're going to try and forward fold here. Okay, but use your hands maybe behind your back to have a nice straight back, and we're pivoting from the hips. Okay, so we're trying to take the chest forward towards the toes as opposed to down towards the thighs. If you can reach your feet, take your middle and index finger between your big and second toe, and then you can have a bit of grip to pull now your chest forward. We're trying to pull those elbows down. The chest is still going forward as much as possible. Flexing the toes, getting a nice calf stretch. Just breathe. And release. And we're going to lower, just maybe bend into the knees a bit and lower yourself down to the mat. Crossing the foot over the knee, just nice, easy figure 4 glute stretch. Okay, grab the leg, pull in towards the chest. Relax the head on the floor. Maybe tuck the chin, double chin, nice long spine. Release and switch sides. Figure 4 on the other side. Hold the leg, pull it in, maybe try push the knee away with the elbow. Deep breaths. And release. We're going to place the soles of the feet together into a butterfly stretch. So place the feet on the floor, soles of the feet touching, the knees are flopping out to the side. If it feels too intense, you take the feet further away from you and closer for a deeper stretch, palms facing up. Just a passive stretch here. Continue to breathe. Let's try and slow it down. We're going to try to take some deep breaths here. I'm going to count. So we're going to inhale And inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And keep going. Just try and keep that nice, deep, long breath. Work up to 6 seconds. If your eyes are closed, you can open them now, and we're going to bring the knees, maybe use your hands, just slowly bring the knees back together. And we use one knee to assist us into a seated position. So hold on to one knee and pull yourself up. We'll just take a second here. And then we'll shift the weight onto the feet. Bum in the air, head down. And very slowly, 10 seconds to roll up. Oops, I was like 15 seconds. Sorry. And inhale. Stretch it up. Exhale, arms down by the sides. Inhale up one more time. Exhale, hands through the heart center. And thank yourself. Namaste.